Yes, we have to start with who fears whom, but let's get to that a bit later. But hello and
One thing is for sure that there's no chance in hell that I fear Siddharth Vishwanathan.
I don't fear you too, for other reasons.
That's a positive side now. In a working environment, teammates should not
See,
be
you
fearing each
shouldn't
other.
you shouldn't fear
Maybe
anybody.
I'm taking for granted, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. You do take things for granted. So, yeah. So, hello and welcome to the dugout. I mean, we are sorry that we are late by a significant amount, and we do not blame anybody here. We do not even blame technology for this point. We blame someone who is not here. But we can't blame him entirely because he's got other work also.
Who does him refer to?
You know who.
No, I don't know.
Of course you know who
I
it
don't
is.
How does
know,
it
man.
matter?
Tell us.
Doesn't matter if we know or not. Our family members.
Family members also know. See, there are three of us.
Others are celebrating Valentine's Day.
Today, if you have a good relationship with cricket, man, oh man, it's a blockbuster Friday for you. It's a blockbuster Valentine's Day for you.
Our Valentine's Day is with cricket, and that's why we are here in office.
Exactly, and you've got one match that has ended, and for people who are saying that, oh, Australia might be contenders for the Champions Trophy, let's not even get there because they have been absolutely humiliated in Colombo. The WPL is beginning. It's already begun, in fact, at this point. And you've got Pakistan versus New Zealand at Karachi. This is Karachi, right? Or, yeah. Where you're going to see some magnificent action unfolding. 243 is a target. New Zealand are 15 for 1. It's looking very tense. But let's, before we get to the main topic, which we wanted to discuss yesterday, but unfortunately we couldn't discuss it because Rajat Patidar was the main...
No, not Rajat Patidar. Virat Kohli was the main topic of
yeah, Rajat Patidar became the captain of RCB because we all thought Virat Kohli would be the captain, but he's not the captain. Plus, we had other things also to look forward, and we digressed a bit into the way how leadership should be. That's a separate thing, which we have gotten a lot of compliments at that stage in the comment section. But firstly, Sri Lanka versus Australia. I mean, 174 runs. Total humiliation. I mean, they just scored 6 runs better than Kusal Mendes, Australia. 6 of their key all-rounders aren't there. 6 of the key players who won the 2021 T20 World Cup and the 2023 ODI World Cup in both Asian conditions are not in. Marcus Stoinis retired. Mitchell Marsh, Cameron Green injured. You've got Stark, Hazelwood, Cummins all out.
Yeah.
Honestly, do you see Australia being one of the contenders? Because I clearly remember, and I got some flack for it, I did not keep Australia as one of the title contenders because I thought they would struggle to adapt.
Yeah.
But we have seen Australia have bad build-ups to an ICC event, but in an ICC event, they just turn on their A game. Do you think we can consider Australia as one of the contenders in the championship, or do you think they're making an early exit?
I think they are making an early exit, and it's basically down to the inexperience that they have in their bowling attack. I don't really have much of the problems with their batting lineup because I expect someone like a Travis Head, or for that matter even Manas, to come back into form, assuming the pitches are a little flat, they aren't really offering too much for the pace bowlers. But I think Australia's pace battery, it really lacks a lot of experience. There is an extra amount of pressure on someone like an Adam Zampa, who, let's not forget, basically thrives primarily because you also would have Stark, Cummins and Hazelwood in your lineup. So in that case, I don't really think the other teams would find it really difficult to negotiate the likes of Nathan Ellis and company. But
Aaron Hardy,
Adam Zampa was
Spence.
the pick of the bowlers when Australia won the World Cup.
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
He was one of
in Dubai.
the keys. In the T20 World Cup, yes.
Even in ODI World Cup also,
Yeah.
for that matter.
After
So-
2 bad matches, he made a great recovery and he became one of your leading wicket takers also.
So I think there is extra pressure on the likes of Head, Smith, Maxwell and Zampa, because Australia, if you look at their previous performances also, they have performed as a whole, except if you leave out Glenn Maxwell's unbelievable knock against Afghanistan. So I think they will definitely have their task cut out. Overall, I think it's going to be very tough.
5,600 days. They haven't won in a Champions Trophy match. It's going to continue.
No. I will never make the mistake of ruling out the Australian team until and unless they are mathematically knocked out altogether from the tournament. And the reason being here is that I feel Adam Zampa is one bowler they have who has the experience. They also have a Sean Abbott. I think he's the most seasoned campaigner as far as the in their fast bowling unit. But I think when it comes to big tournaments like the Champions Trophy, ICC events, I think a lot of teams come with that added pressure. And I think the edge, more than the skill, I think skill definitely is not, they're not at par with the other teams. But when it comes to managing the pressure, I think whole of the Australian team knows how to do that really well. And that's where I think they can get that edge. I no way possible see Australia not making it to the semi-final. Who all do they have in their group? They have
England,
Australia,
Afghanistan,
and
South Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah.
So
It's basically a group of death.
Yeah, no,
Both groups are group of
yeah,
death.
exactly.
much.
Because over there, I don't see who other teams you're seeing qualifying from there. I personally feel it could be Australia and South Africa.
Okay.
Because England and Afghanistan are two teams who can definitely, Afghanistan, somebody who can definitely upset teams on a given day, but will they make it to the semi-final or not? They're definitely coming up the ranks in international cricket. But I think ODI cricket still a little more distance that needs to be covered. T20 cricket definitely they also made it to the semi-final. But Australia again, because they know how to win these matches, they know how to have that. That's genetically. So even if a new campaigner is coming, I don't think he's coming with that added pressure of playing in an ICC event. So I definitely feel they definitely be making it to the semi-finals despite having a B string bowling attack.
I mean,
Okay.
if I'll tell you, I mean, I never put Australia as one of the contenders for a simple reason. See, you lost 6 top guns.
So who are you saying from there? From
There, I'm taking of Afghanistan and potentially South Africa.
And same for me.
But-
I'm also
but-
taking
but-
Afghanistan
but-
and South Africa.
Afghanistan.
But if the pitches are like what we are seeing in the final today at the National Stadium in Karachi, then I will put Australia there.
No, I would still put Afghanistan because of the
course.
paces they have.
2 teams. No,
Yeah,
from that.
absolutely.
So Afghanistan I've put, but I'm looking at if this pitch is there, then it gets Australia also a slight edge then.
Maybe.
If this kind of pitches are given. Okay, then their batting might be an issue. And in the Sri Lanka series, we saw that their batting couldn't cope up against spin. Here with pace and everything, maybe they can cope up with it. So if the pitches are like the one that we are seeing in the final today between Pakistan and New Zealand, then I think Australia have a slight edge. But yeah, if it's like those roads, then I think there'll be a big issue with their bowling then. So yes, Nathan Ellis, yes, he's got good record in these kind of conditions.
Variation, yeah.
But
He's got the best back of the hand slower ball.
yeah, then you've got Aaron Hardy, Spencer Johnson, Ben Dwarshuis also bowled. He bowled okay. But I don't see them doing
Setting
that much
the
of
stage
an
on
impact.
fire.
Yeah, like a Cummins, Hazelwood or a Stark. If there was a Cummins, Hazelwood, Stark, Marsh and all, I would have said Australia are the second team in that group who go through. But I don't see them going into title contention. They may scrape through to the semi-final, but I guess that's about it. They are not going to go there. So I would say my 4 teams, I mean, it's tentative. I'm not going to go so much into it. It's India, Pakistan, Afghanistan and South Africa.
Okay.
Those are my 4 teams in the semi-finals
For
at
me,
this
the
point.
top 4 teams would be India, Pakistan, Australia, and South Africa. And top 2 teams, I think it's going to be a very big it's going to be 3 teams fighting for that one slot, and I think Pakistan definitely make it to the final for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
I think
let's-
Vishay and I think we probably agree on 3 teams here. India, South Africa and Afghanistan. The 4th team for me is New Zealand.
Although South Africa are also in woeful form.
Yeah.
You're really ruling Pakistan out of the group stages itself.
I think it's going to be tough.
I didn't rule them. I
No,
said India.
I have.
Yeah, you have. So, see, at this point in time, Pakistan are always the perennial, if you look at it, mercurial side. Oh, you can't make sense which Pakistan turns up. So, they playing at home, they should technically hold an edge. They are the defending Champions Trophy finalists. They are the Champions Trophy winners.
Winners, yeah.
They are the winners in 2017 and they're going to defend the title here. And only Australia have defended their title in the Champions Trophy. If you look at it, 1998, it was South Africa. 2000 was New Zealand. 2002, it was shared. That farce of an ICC rule which ensured that Sri Lanka and India had to share. Had it gone by today's rules, we would have seen a winner. 2004, it was West Indies who won it. 2006, it was Australia. 2009, it was Australia. 13 was India. 17 was Pakistan. 2025, let's see how it goes. So, our main focus today Also, the WPL, which will bringing you the live post-match updates also. Royal Challengers Bengaluru versus Gujarat Giants. It's Smriti Mandhana versus Beth Mooney. Ashley Gardner at this point in time. Beth Mooney is also one of the keepers that is there. So, it is going to be very, very important as to how they go about it. So, yes, unfortunately, I don't appreciate the period in which it's been played, because when the Champions Trophy is there, yes, that time WPL won't be held. But with the Champions Trophy getting all the major views, WPL hope doesn't take a hit.
But when would have you done the WPL? You have to play the
January,
IPL as well.
January.
After the IPL? No, January.
WPL would be in January. Yeah, why not? You're not going to play up in the north. You're playing up in the central part of the country. So that's where weather conditions are fine.
No,
You're going to play it in January.
I would still say that, there's going to be excitement for WPL, because I think all eyes would once again be on RCB. They won the title, last year, obviously becoming the first IPL team, across both men and women to win an IPL title, as far as their history is concerned.
Their history, yeah. Mumbai have won.
Yeah.
I mean, Mumbai are the powerhouse team
they are.
in the world.
Now, can RCB, defend their title? Well, it's going to be interesting.
See, Mumbai Indians are the ultimate when you look at it. Any Mumbai franchise, I mean, MI Cape Town won the SA20. MI Emirates have won the ILT20 also once. IPL 5 times they have won. And WPL they have won once. Then any other team, do they have anything in the US or in the Canada system?
No.
They don't have in the CPL. That much I know. They don't have any stake in the CPL. So, MI are the ultimate team. So, that is for some other day in that sense. Now, let us get to the elephant in the room. Okay. The Champions Trophy for India. Tomorrow, they are heading out to Dubai. And convention dictates that they should ideally have a press conference.
But there is nothing confirmed as of now.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten any official confirmation from the BCCI. Maybe when they reach there, one of the days they may give a press conference.
Possible.
Maybe. So 15th they are leaving, or 16th. Let's see how that pans out.
15th they are leaving.
No, 15th they are leaving. On 16th, whether you will have a press conference or not,
that
sure.
we do not know. But then there is a lot of talk about what has happened in the England series. Okay. Gautam Gambhir came out for the PC, and also he came out in the post-match talk after the Ahmedabad ODI. The one major talking point that he gave, we all discussed the pros and the cons. We discussed all that is there. Bowling seems to be too many spinners. Pacers also, you'll have to find the right composition. The batting. Everybody kind of ticked their boxes in the England series. I mean, Rohit hit 100. His average is 40. But the problem is he had 2 single digits with 1 big 100. Virat averaged 28 and a half. Okay. With 150 and a 5. Got out to leg spin on both occasions. The one who bailed you out most of the time, in 2 matches at least, was Akshar Patel. He got a promotion. KL Rahul was really demoted.
Shreyas Iyer also bailed you out.
Shreyas Iyer bailed you out.
He basically set up the series win for you.
Yeah, Shubman was your star. He was the player of the series with 250 plus runs. Shreyas Iyer set up the game for you brilliantly. He should have scored 150 in that Ahmedabad ODI. He was looking so good.
Yeah.
Now, what can India do? Because Gambhir's, can you open that comment up, Pawan, on that Gambhir press conference on the batting front, which he did about 2 days back? Because India are in a catch-22 when you look at it. We have that video, Pawan, on 12th when we look at it. So, look at it. In the World Cup, you were accused of being too one-dimensional with your batting.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's get to the batting bit. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah, it's about the batting. That one. Yeah, Akshar and KL. Okay. It's about the swap. Now, why is this batting order swap coming up? For one simple reason. In 2023 ODI World Cup, you are accused that everybody is a right-hander.
Yeah.
There was no variety there. But here, you have a left-hander, but he's batting too low. Do India go in with the ICC Champions Trophy with a kind of batting lineup which has a variety? Or do you back the players, let it be one-dimensional, let it be only one particular thing? Do you bat it? Because what did Gautam Gambhir say? It is not about the batting order, it's about impact. Why have all right-handers when we have a quality left-hander? We don't look at averages at stats, we look at who can deliver when. that same one-dimensional nature of batting hurt us in 2022. The same one-dimensional batting hurt us in the 2023 World Cup final. But in the T20 World Cup final, you saw when there was a left-hander promoted up, he changed the game for you.
Yeah.
You look at even this series, Nagpur, it was Aksar's knock that changed the entire thing. You look at even Cuttack, it was Aksar who ensured Rohit's hard work would not be undone. So my entire debate is, I'll throw the floor open now, is the debate that, okay, left hand, right hand, is it a hyped thing? Or are we looking at past precedents where one dimensional batting has hurt us in 2 ICC wins? Do you think that what Gambhir stated, that about KL Rahul, see, he's only going to start, but on Aksar, left-hander, promotion, do you think that is the way forward, or do you think we are muddling up the batting order entirely? Gentlemen, the floor is yours. Who wants to start?
Yeah, I think as much as I really like the promotion of Akshar Patel to number 5, I think you're in a way not using KL Rahul to the best of his ability, to be very honest. I think KL Rahul is best suited at number 5. There has been a lot of talk about having a one-dimensional batting order, but obviously, that batting order should have clicked on the day when it really mattered the most. Unfortunately, it did not. But does it mean that there is problem in that India's batting lineup? I'm not really sure about it. Yes, I would still agree with the fact that a certain Virat Kohli and KL Rahul, they went into their shell on the day that does not even exist for the team of sports today. But then, any which ways, you look at the performances that they were until the final. Mind-blowing, to say the least. So I don't really would want to, change anything. I would be personally, happy to have someone like an Akshar Patel, assuming India suffer a collapse in one of their Champions Trophy matches. Let's say, you are 26 for 3 at that time and you're not really sure as to how you can counter a certain Shaheen Afridi or maybe any of the left arm pacers from any of the other teams also, whether it's a semi-final or anyone.
Spinners, left arm spinner, Mitchell Santner.
True. So then it does make sense to have some kind of a variety. Promote Akshar Patel at number 5 because any which ways, in the middle overs, assuming when you lose a wicket, you will have KL Rahul being promoted at being there at number 6 or number 7. So I think for me, I would really want to stick with the batting order that India had in the ODI World Cup, and I'll just sum it up with one line: that don't fix something that's not broken.
See, what I've always heard and what I've personally also always believed in is that you win matches from the top. So the idea behind that is that you send your best batters as early as possible. You want your best batters to play most of the deliveries. On occasions like when you're 26 for 3, 23 for 3, whatever the situation is, at that point, why aren't you sending KL Rahul and Akshar Patel? Because maybe you're not too sure about KL Rahul. So if you don't have that confidence in him, then play a Rishabh Pant. If that's the problem, if you don't have that much confidence in him, then it's better to not play him and play Rishabh Pant, who is more equipped for that batting order, batting position where you're planning to send him. And also, he's a left-handed, so he's just sorting everything out. When you're backing him and when you know that he's the player to go about things, and he's your pure batter who needs to play, why isn't he going? See, psychologically, I feel that really impacts a batter himself. When a batter realizes an all-rounder is going ahead of me, then he has double thoughts. No matter what has been communicated to him, whatever the reason would be, I feel any which situation, whatever you are 200 for 3 or you're 20 for 3, I think in both situations it should be KL Rahul walking out to bat, and no, be it the final, be it the semi-final, be it anything, be it the knockout stages of the tournament. And the only reason for that is that he's the better batter and he should automatically be your first choice. Sending Akshar Patel again, T20 cricket, what are you achieving by sending Akshar Patel?
Yeah.
Are you countering a leg spinner? How much is a leg spinner going to a leg spinner or left arm spinner? In T20 cricket, that approach is taken because you have to see how short one specific side is, which side are you supposed to attack, which side is the wind, so that you have to attack the other side. So all those permutations, combinations are really effective in T20 cricket, and I totally understand that. You have to see, because everything is so fast paced, just those 4 overs. But the middle overs are something where you have to grind it out. You don't have to counter attack that much. It's something where you have to build the innings and actually take it to a platform from where the somebody like a Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel can actually take the game away absolutely. The middle overs, and I think KL Rahul is most equipped for that. By sending Akshar Patel, you're just breaking the rhythm of the batting order, because you're not just breaking the rhythm of the whole batting lineup, but specifically KL Rahul. He is not equipped. Lots of questions have been on his strike rate, and that's exactly what you're telling him to do as soon as you're sending him on number 6 for the last 10 or 15 overs. So it absolutely doesn't make any sense. I know that Gautam Gambhir has made it very clear that that's an option they are going to fall back to more often than not. But then again, it doesn't really make
Although, see, KL Rahul in Ahmedabad, he batted with a better strike rate. I mean, 137.
40 of 29 balls.
40 of
time,
29.
this time.
Yeah. I mean, everybody is like going after KL Rahul because some things are not forgotten. I mean, there is a very viral and very cringe meme going the rounds that why no action's been taken against KL Rahul for the hurt that he caused on November 19th. I mean, that is still going on amidst the backdrop of something very, very controversial that has happened. We're not going to go into that incident at this point in time. But see, Gambhir's this one comment. Why have all right-handers when we have a quality left-hander? Okay. In all the years when India made it to the finals, when they managed to do well in ICC events, okay, I'll start from 2013 itself. 2013 onwards to 2015, 2017, 2019. I'll not include 2019 because you didn't have that, okay. 2017, you had someone at the top who set the base. And who was that? A left-hander.
Shikhar Dhawan.
Shikhar Dhawan.
No, that wasn't because he is a left-hander. That was because he was a quality batter.
But the key thing is he broke the one-dimensional nature of that Indian batting.
But Vishal, what I'm trying to say, it's not an Indian thali where you need to have variety of everything and you need to have the taste of everything else. How are you breaking the monotony? I don't understand. See, at the top of the order, I understand, okay, at the beginning, the bowlers aren't that settled. You know, you're changing sides, the fielders need to swap. That sort of does break the momentum, just at the top of the order. I personally wouldn't be a fan of that either in one-day cricket.
Why, I'll tell you, because see, there is a common thing. Why is it very difficult to bowl consistently to a left-right combination? Adjustment of the lens, adjustment of the lines. It's always been there in cricket. I'm just pointing out a basic rule. It's not been made out of air. India managed success because if it was not a Shikhar Dhawan, our very own head coach who was there at the top. I'm talking about 1, 2, 3. Gautam Gambhir as an opener or as a number 3 in that World Cup of 2011 and 2007, he set the tone.
Correct.
If you have to look at it, a Yuvraj Singh in the lower. Here, we pointed out 2 major instances of India having a bad day because their one-dimensional batting let them down. 15, everything, I mean, not 15, sorry, from post 2019 onwards, 2021 and 2023. 2021, everybody is saying, oh, everyone bats in the same tempo. 2023, you saw how after 2 quick wickets, you froze.
But which is it? I totally agree to everything that you're saying, but I'm still not able to understand how does it make more evident that sending a left-right combination, you're compromising on your quality because the bowlers won't feel settled.
Because
and is that the right way to go in an ODI cricket where the dynamics are so different? It's not like things are changing like this.
Look,
it's changing gradually.
What happened on June 29th? India, South Africa, Barbados. When India were batting, what happened? They did something which they didn't do in other previous ICC events, right? They promoted an Akshar Patel. And what did Akshar Patel do? And what is Akshar Patel? A left-hander. What did he do? 47.
But you had at that point Keshav Maharaj bowling really well.
Here, see, at that time in 2023...
So I understand T20 cricket, I totally understand because things are changing very rapidly.
Exactly. But see, even that can also... You tested the waters in Cuttack and Nagpur. You tested the waters by promoting an Akshar up, right? And he delivered on both occasions.
There is no question on his quality.
Yeah, but
I'm not questioning it. But what I'm trying to say is that the fascination of going left-right it doesn't really add up. It actually has more disadvantages than advantages.
What are the disadvantages of it? You're saying
you're breaking the whole rhythm. If a KL Rahul is sitting in the dressing room, he's
but
going.
The rhythm was broken even in 2023. At that time, all were same. You trusted each player on merit, na?
Yeah.
But
Now
KL
also you should do
Rahul,
that.
KL Rahul didn't do that on November 19th. Nah.
Yeah, that he didn't do that. Then drop him from the side altogether. Na? Don't drop his batting position. This is what I'm trying to say. When you're playing him, trust him full tilt. When you've taken him because he has that quality.
And I agree.
As simple as that.
You
So
trusted
play him on
him.
that quality.
So you trusted him, but now I think, see, Gambhir realizes from that school of thought that, okay, I have been playing only right-handers. And somewhere down the line, it has hurt the team in a big occasion. In 2019,
That's happened because you've frozen Vishy, sir. Not
You've
because
frozen, but then again-
But sending a lefty it won't help in you not freezing.
I agree. I will agree with that when it happened in 2019. 2019, your top four absolutely crumbled.
But there also you had lefties.
A Rishabh Pant and a Ravindra Jadeja gave you hope. But then you lost, that is another thing. So that argument merits. Okay, even if you send a left-hander, what difference will it make? That point is taken. But Gambhir, knowing his current situation, why not give you a surprise? Why not give an X factor? It will throw, okay, Santner is bowling. Okay, supposing, I'm assuming India and New Zealand, that is a do or die game, okay, on March 2, okay. India versus New Zealand, India's top order has wobbled. Because your top order is also kind of inconsistent. Mitchell Santner is running through.
So,
Okay.
so by then, if the top order is wobbled, that means you're at approximately 100 for 3.
Okay, or 70,
Because
80
by
for
then
3.
Santner
Yeah.
is coming, that
Yeah.
means that
Okay.
you've scored some runs.
But if an Akshar Patel comes, and you know that he's a very good player against spin, what if he throws Santner or I? Okay. Who is the other bowler they'll come to then? Does the other opposition have a plan? I'm looking at Gambhir's, if I have to think as a coach, I'm looking at the matchups here. Okay, I know matchups is a very hyped thing in T20, so you're looking too much into it. But here, who are the guys in each of the opposition team by which a left-hander can throw their plans awry? Let's look at Bangladesh. Rishad,
But he's a leg spinner.
but leg spinner also against a
Right-handed leg spinner.
left-hander, he will be more less effective against a left-hander.
He's a right-handed leg spinner.
But if he bowls to a left-hander,
Okay, he's bowls to a left-hander.
it
Okay,
comes
okay.
in, na.
Yeah,
Mostly
alright.
the ball will come in. It won't go away that much. That'll be the googly. He won't bowl the googly that much.
Pakistan, you have Abrar Ahmed.
Abrar, okay. Again,
You don't have Abrar, you have South Shakil as well,
Yeah.
Salman Ali Aga.
Aga
why
Salman,
they've
South
got
Shakil.
just one-
Both of
one
them are
spinner.
part-time spinners. It's
Yeah,
just that
but
Abrar is going to
that's-
bowl his full quota.
That's
of
also
overs.
reason why they've gone with just one spinners, because they have other spinning options in their lineup.
Okay.
Correct.
Look, if you promote it's not going to happen ad hoc. Okay, look at the situation. Supposing on this kind of a pitch that you're seeing in Karachi, although I know in Dubai you're going to get totally different pitches altogether, but what if you deliver a similar kind of a wicket in Dubai? Then I think you will maintain, you will need a KL Rahul. On tough conditions, you'll need KL Rahul. But what if, and look at the situation of Akshar Patel. When did he come in the England series? Twice while chasing. Once while in Barbados while batting up the order while setting a total.
Yeah.
So my argument is based on the hurt that you have had in 2022 and 2023, where everybody focused on this one criticism, one-dimensional batting. Everybody is a right-hander, so plans are set by the opposition. Your plans were set against everybody. Australia knew what to do. When KL Rahul came in, they tried the runs. They knew how to bowl to Virat Kohli. They knew how to bowl in that sense. They knew how to bowl to Jadeja because Jadeja came much lower. And you gave a promotion to Jadeja and demoted who? Surya Kumar Yadav. Now, that was the weak underbelly. India had no confidence in Surya.
Which is that as soon as you're pushing KL Rahul down the order, you're again making things more complicated for yourself.
Which
Because
is
who will
why-
give
I agree with
who will
that.
give
I know.
burst in the death overs.
Again, the problem is, see, that's a double-edged sword. It can go spectacularly wrong also.
See, the point here is that KL Rahul beyond number 5 doesn't really inspire me the kind of confidence that he basically does while batting at number 5. He is best suited to the position. He went into the shell on a day when it really mattered the most. Accepted, fine. But overall, if you look at his performances, his impact that he has created in ODI cricket in the last 1.5 years or so, he has been one of India's best batters in the format, hands down.
Of course,
Yeah.
course. See, there is no doubting KL Rahul's impact in ODIs. Okay, let's make one thing very clear here. T20Is, his career seems to be over. Tests also, I think we have given him enough of a leeway, and I think yes, it's a very middling career. It's not going to be prosper in tests that much. But in ODIs, he's delivered in crunch situations. I mean, before Akshar Patel in the T20 2023 ODI World Cup, before that, against Sri Lanka, against Australia, he bailed you out under tough conditions.
True,
KL Rahul.
true.
Now, he doesn't look at averages and stats. The mindset here is okay, we are not looking at averages and stats. It's just on gut instinct. Okay, let us push Akshar Patel to throw the opposition's plans haywire. We are building up for okay, KL Rahul will come, but no, it's now Akshar. What do we do? If he goes after a particular bowler and who's considered to be one of the best, suppose he takes out Santer from the game, New Zealand don't have a plan B then.
But even if Akshar doesn't
Good
last till then if Akshar
Again,
falls,
it can backfire.
yeah, that's something. Then you're not even left with any other plan. Even you aren't left with
So,
any other
okay,
plan. So
maybe.
do you really want to take that high risk approach when you know your team is so settled? You anyways are starting favorites in 99% of the game. Why do you want to take that risk? You're taking
All right.
that risk because you're not too secure about your batting. It all boils down to the
See,
same.
I think
unfortunately,
you are basically also taking a high risk approach, which is something that as of now I do not really agree with. I really like the move of having Akshar Patel, but then better to have KL Rahul at number 5. And maybe why you are taking a high risk approach is primarily because of the fact that you don't just want to defeat an opposition, you want to dismantle them. And that's one
you
of the
would
major
never take-
reasons why
no,
you
no,
are
no,
taking
no.
that route.
No.
The way you did, the way you
I
did,
don't think that's the approach.
the way KKR did to SRH in the IPL final, they basically dismantled them.
see, but then that
that's
was
the-
set up by the bowlers. That wasn't set up by the batters.
What I'm basically trying to say is that KKR were out and out aggressive.
Sure, but then see, this many people are saying this is cautious. Many people are saying no, this is like like you just said, you're breaking something which doesn't need to be broken.
Absolutely.
But again, if a Akshar doesn't, I mean, worst case scenario or a practical approach, Akshar's move doesn't work. Okay. Even then, I mean, if you imagine there is plenty of time. I mean, if he gets out in the 16th over itself, it's 100 for 4. Still, you have a KL buffer. There is a Jadeja buffer. There is still a buffer until number 8. In the ODI World Cup, you didn't have that buffer until 8.
You did play Shardul Thakur a couple of matches.
But then when Shami came, that's it.
Yeah.
Hardik Pandya's injury threw everything all right. And we're not even discussing Hardik Pandya. Hardik Pandya is there at 7. Jadeja is there at 8. KL 5-6. That is the only swap you're doing. But isn't that lower middle order also? 5-6. It's not as if from top to tail. He's not been demoted from 3 to 11. Isn't it?
It's just 5 to 6.
5-6. You have a buffer. Okay. What they are looking at Akshar Patel, I think this team management is that you are just ensuring that I throw the opposition's plans haywire. Sudden shock and awe in that sense. So, batting order, if it is shuffled, looking at the condition, it shouldn't be suddenly randomly. Don't ensure that, okay, we make this change just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
No, nothing like that at all. I am just saying, if the situation demands, do the change. If it doesn't do it, it is it can backfire. I'm telling you, there is no 50-50 on it. Okay, it can backfire, but it can also spectacularly work as well. So in that way, I see this as a good call. But final few comments before we take the rest of the chat. I mean,
As I said, I kind of like this call, but what it does is that you are not going to use KL Rahul as a batter very well. So I think that way it's basically slightly injustice to KL Rahul. You can still say that it's part of your strategy. It's part of the fact that you want to have some variety in your lower middle order, if I have to put it that way. So I think better to have KL Rahul at number 5, and assuming there is a collapse in any of the matches, that's when you would basically want to promote someone like an Akshar Patel who can say negate the impact of Santner, Shaheen Afridi for that matter.
Yeah.
Because I think it's basically
left-handers and leg spinners, when you look at it, each team has a decent. I mean, if you look at Bangladesh, is Fizz in the squad? We'll have to
I
check.
think he is, yeah.
Yeah, Rishad, Fizz. if you want to take them out, we'll have to check whether Mustafizur is there or not. But if he's there, why not take him out?
No, but he's not the same bowler. But he was
Again,
once.
if you look at it, he does have a bit of success in the squad. If you look at it in white ball cricket, he does have a bit of a thing. So, in that way, taking out Shaheen, taking out Abrar, why not? And Santner. Of course, in the New Zealand team, you didn't have a Trent Bolt. If it was a
No,
Trent
but New Zealand's batting is actually as threatening as it can get in a Champions Trophy, in a big tournament actually.
See, this is a lottery format, okay?
Yeah.
This is a lottery tournament for the simple reason that you win 2, but if you lose 2, you're out. One loss can hurt you in a big way. Like how it happened with South Africa. Like in that group of death in 2017, every team had lost once. But South Africa also were in with a chance, but they lost to India in a big way. So that's why they got eliminated. Pakistan only made it because they beat Sri Lanka in a tight match.
Sarfaraz Ahmed.
Exactly. So that's why it's a very, very tough format in that sense. So let's see how it pans out at this point. I think it's a good move. If you decide to shuffle the batting order looking at the situation, I don't think it impacts anyway. I mean, you're not demoting KL Rahul to... if you look at it from number 5 to number 7. So that's why it will be a very, very tough call. As I said, like what Shashwat said, it can spectacularly implode also.
Exactly.
So let's take a couple of comments. Dhanush, reason shuffling batting to make sure KL Shreyas fail so that they can be sacked from ODI team. T20 specialist continues to play captain, doing well only for 2 years. I mean, Dhanush, I wish for once that you take a very pragmatic approach, have a level-headed approach. This kind of conspiracy theory, when does a shuffling, I mean, we all argued with that factor with KL Rahul, but then did KL Rahul do himself injustice in the test matches? No, he didn't. BGT was there. The proof was in the pudding. Gone. Why did that shuffling happen? It was a forced shuffling. Because who came in and ensured the batting order would be disrupted? It was Rohit Sharma who came in. So that is the way I am looking at this current situation. Then Sachin Kashyap, I agree with Gulati. KL should bat at 5. If you want to bat KL at 6, sorry for me. As wicketkeeper, Pant at 6 is better.
Yeah, exactly.
But Pant at 6 is not, it does not even make it to India's ODI 11.
KL playing at 11.
No, not at all.
No.
Okay, I'll tell you one thing very honestly. This is just my opinion. That if Pant has to feature in this ODI team, he has to bat in top 3.
Yeah.
And if he cannot find a place in top 3, he cannot even...
ODI cricket.
But yeah, in that top 3, that top 4
so.
is settled. It's Shubman.
I'm saying if you have to play at number 6, if you have to play this slot at number 6 only, then play Pant at
when did Pant get that 100?
I would rather want to have a certain Jitesh Sharma or a Sanju Samson at number 6, but not Pant.
Where in that century that he got at...
saying Jitesh Sharma at number 6 and not Rishabh Pant.
No, that is going a bit too...
Going way too much.
Yeah, I know I'm going way too much, but there are things to prove about, what I'm basically saying.
That doesn't mean that you will play Jitesh Sharma Gulati, sir.
See, my only point is that Rishabh Pant at number 6, specifically in ODIs, he does not really inspire any confidence. And if you just look at, the last few innings
neither does Sanju Samson or Jitesh Sharma or KL Rahul for that matter at number 6.
Why I'm at least, saying that, I would want to go with a certain Jitesh Sharma or maybe a Sanju Samson there, because at least, they will be very assured of the game that they would want to play. Rishabh Pant, the ODI batter in middle order, has always looked puzzled. Always. It's not about the performances.
How do you know that Sanju Samson or Jitesh Sharma won't look puzzled?
I think at least the point is that they are Sanju Samson. If we talk about it, he has at least played in the middle order also before
what has he done in the middle order? Middle order.
He has at least played some impactful performances.
Okay.
In the middle order where?
Okay, so
middle order
in whatever limited opportunities that he got.
So okay.
But most of the 100 set obviously has got to have the top of the order. But
there's a reason he's not
just
in the right seat.
That's just started
he's
to
not
happen
in
now.
Side anywhere.
Look.
Yeah.
See, Pant, you're saying number 6. Number 6, 2 matches at an average of 22.5. Okay. Rishabh Pant got the century.
At number 6, you're saying 22?
22.5.
Yeah.
That's his average. Okay. You look at when he got his century, it was number 4.
Yeah.
Number 4, but you can't play him at number 4 for one simple reason. There is a Shreyas Iyer. Yeah. And Shreyas Iyer will have to start.
See, I have nothing against Rishabh Pant. The only point is that if India are to utilize him as an ODI specialist, he has to bat in top 3. But you cannot find a place
at
there.
At number 5, he averages 44. But check out KL Rahul's stats. I'm pretty much sure it's better.
Yeah.
It's better than that. So that is why playing Pant now, see, Pant is not in the scheme of things. We already know that. So let's not debate. Oh, you have to play Pant. No, Gambhir has made it clear that KL is your number one keeper choice.
Yeah.
So Pant doesn't even feature in the entire thing. So look, the entire thing is who will bat. Now, is number 6 going to be a number 4 or number 8? This has dominated 2 World Cups, by the way, 2019 and 2023. 2019 was your number 4, 2023 was your number 8, and 2022. 2025, is it going to be number 6? I don't know what is the kerfuffle that's going to happen there. So, in that sense, that's what you were saying. What is there at 6? Nobody wants to bat. Indeed, it is the thing. Priyanshu is saying, India now look firm favourites to win a CT. Oz and SA bowling is injury hit. England are a rubbish side, but highways might suit them. First game of tournament, New Zealand versus Pakistan itself a knockout game. I mean, Priyanshu, I'm not looking like, say, India are favourites, but not firm favourites. They are 90%, I would say,
And why
favourites.
that firm is not being used here? It's because of Jasprit Bumrah's absence.
No, and also, yaar, in semi-finals and finals, anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's not the assurance that we get when an Australia comes. Australia, when they go into a knockout stage, they know.
They are
They'll
a
go all
different
out.
beast.
They are beasts. But with India, with all the other teams like Pakistan and all the others, we don't know whether they will be the assured firm favourites. So I don't know in that way. Iyer was better than KL in World Cup. That is what Jatin Kumar is saying. But Iyer 4 of 3. And KL 66 of 106. 107. Both were bad. Now we are picking so many straws. Oh, Iyer was better, but boss. In World Cup, I'm saying, okay, agreed. Agreed in the entire tournament. Shreyas Iyer had more runs. But KL helped you in that game versus Australia. He was the guy. And because he's batting at that particular position, what do you do then? So just go up a bit, Pawan. I want to take, go up. Puneet Gupta. KL is not good. We have seen on multiple occasions, 2021 World Cup in Dubai, 2022 World Cup in Australia, 2019 World Cup semi-final against England, against New Zealand, 2023 ODI World Cup final. So don't do the same mistake again of playing him again in CT. But Puneet Gupta, he is
No one was
playing.
good in 2021 T20 World Cup as far as the Indian batters are concerned. 2022, once again, it was pretty much the similar story that you could not accelerate as a batting lineup. 2019 semi-final, everyone did not perform
Except for Jadeja
Rishabh
and-
Pant and Ravindra Jadeja. ODI World Cup final is definitely one of the occasions where you can say that he
You're
froze.
missing one more guy. I mean, I know I've never appreciated that knock of his, but MS Dhoni took it way till the end.
Yeah, deep.
But he failed in that. Then Vignesh, I don't know, Vignesh Ram. Arshdeep played 9 matches and has 14 wickets. Rana is not good with the new ball, and in the old ball, Bazball gifted him wickets and has no experience. Bowling attack wins you cups.
Exactly.
But again, see, I think it is going to be, I picked Shami and Arshdeep to start. I don't think a Harshit should be starting at this point. So, I don't know what will happen. It's very, Shreyas has the potential, Samkit gang. Shreyas has the potential to be all format India captain after Rohit.
He is not even assured a place in T20Is and Tests. So
He definitely has the potential.
that he has. If he can improve his Test game, I think he can definitely lead India in
Become
at
a
least
test
2
regular.
formats.
I think T20 is the main problem now.
Exactly. The good thing is that he can with the performances that he has put in Ranji Trophy and now, I think if things can go well in Champions Trophy also, he might just start against England. It's possible.
But then see, his keeping needs to improve.
No, we're talking about we're talking about Shreyas. Actually.
Shreyas at this point in time, see, he is.
Shreyas has
But
done everything
somehow-
to be
No,
part
but
of India's Test
somehow
team.
there's a very worrying trend. He may have overcome his short ball weakness a bit, but he's now struggling in spin.
Yeah.
I don't know. He used to murder spinners in the past. Let's see how that plans out. So, in that sense, Sachin Kashyap, because I want to say is that KL better used at 5. His keeping is not good. One stump, one dropped catch can lose you CT. But
That can happen with
one
any
bad
of the
knock,
keepers.
one wicketless spell, anything can cost you
Yeah.
the CT. And that is the thing we are looking at it. So, I don't know. Somebody was saying that my job will be taken by AI. I don't know who was that guy, but KL Rahul is the best batter. I never disagreed that fact that KL Rahul is good in ODIs. Whoever commented on that, and AI, I am sure you must be commenting from an AI app. So let's see how that is. And what any other comments, or is that it, Pawan? That's it. Okay, I can't take GGK. Nowadays, when he says it, it goes totally haywire.
Backfires.
It backfires. I mean, Kohli, yes, he edged it, but he scored a 50. So I'm not looking at it.
Parvataneni has a comment that guys, unless
Virat's-
just hold there.
yeah.
Guys, unless Virat steps up, India cannot win Champions Trophy. Bowling instills confidence, but batting looks one-dimensional. I agree. Need to stop thinking about taking, the latest BCCI guidelines here.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
mean-
really sure if it's the batting that's actually a worrying trend for India. I think it's more of bowling.
The
See,
bowlers have won you.
Harshit Rana is still new. So is the case with Arshdeep Singh in the ODI format. Mohammad Shami is lacking rhythm. So I think it's the bowling that's actually
Yeah.
a worrying trend.
See, bowling is an issue, but I think the batting can compensate it. Animesh, why not consider KL at 4 and Iyer at 6? Yeah, he's adding more khichdi. KL at 5, Iyer at 4. In an ideal world, if there is no need to shuffle the batting order, that should be your batting order.
Exactly. There's no need at all.
In an ideal world, but I think Gambhir isn't thinking in that sense.
Yeah.
So that's why. Anshu Mishra said, sir, your Champak Chacha meme regarding Patidar as captain is great. Yes, you can check that out. There is no situation in the
can we
world.
check it out?
You can check it out on a social media platform.
Your social media.
Yes. There is no situation in the world where we can't see the meme of TMKOC. Greatest show of the planet, making us laugh for 18 years. But now in the past 5 years, they have royally gone back. They aren't the same anymore. So in that sense, Jatin Kumar, okay. There is nobody in yellow here at
Vignesh
this
Ram
point.
has a comment that...
No, I'll take Jatin Kumar.
okay,
One second, okay?
Okay. I thought that you moved.
Ha. In every live, Rohit Sharma has not done anything for a team as a player or as a captain. So why so much hate? So firstly, you're colorblind. I'm not wearing yellow. It's orange. Okay. Yeah, he's saying yellow shirt. Why? It's not yellow.
This is on the camera, it might look.
No, it's even on this camera. It's looking orange.
So basically what Siddharth wanted to say, Jatin, is that you may have found it difficult to basically recognize the color that he is wearing.
Okay.
So
But as far as every live, which every live have I said that Rohit Sharma has not done anything for the team as a player? For India, whenever there has been need to compliment, I have complimented. When there is need for criticism, we have. Okay, so you might have sidetracked his 31 runs altogether, isn't it, at the BGT? Oh, that was the greatest 31 runs he ever hit in the history of cricket, according to your knowledge. Okay. Knowledge number 2, according to you, you are stating Rohit can never do anything wrong. But boss, if you look at the build-up to 2024 in that, not T20 World Cup, IPL, there is a darker tale in that. So I'm not going to get into that. That's a different debate altogether.
Basically, what
yeah.
Siddharth is here trying to say is that sometimes, that bias comes in, or sometimes that convenience also comes into the picture when we are talking about some players or the players' performances. Let's say, sometimes, let's say maybe you don't like an XYZ player,
Yeah.
and you would want to say that, he did not really do well, and because of him, India lost the World Cup final. I think it's not because of KL Rahul, India lost 2023. It's not
Yes.
because of
It was a collective failure.
Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli that you lost 2019 semi-final. Cricket is a team game, and you lost as a team.
You
It's
win as a
simple that.
team, you lose as a team. As simple, okay? And we are all representing, this country represents one basic thing that everybody's pointed out. We are a nation that loves cricketers. We are a nation that doesn't love cricket.
As R. Ashwin also, famously said in one of the videos that we did yesterday, that the superstardom culture might just go on to hurt India.
It is hurting India. We are a nation that loves only cricketers. We don't love the sport entirely, and that's why we have got fan bases, toxic fan bases who spew venom in that sense. So on that note, I am really happy that I had a rant against the Indian cricket fan again. I feel really happy in that. So yep, we are building up for Champions Trophy. From tomorrow onwards, we'll be doing a detailed team SWOT about the Champions Trophy. We'll all be doing the 8 teams plus special content on India. Let's do a refresher on what happened in the Champions Trophy of the past. It's been 8 years since we have had the ICC event. So do subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. And thank you so much for all the comments and for all the likes. And like this video, share and subscribe. And Nandri, Vanakkam, Shubhratri, Shabba Khair from me, Gulati and Shashwat. And Shashwat?
You were going to say eat your vegetables, na?
Eat your vegetables also.
Don't trouble your
mother. Okay. Gulati and team will be back for the Pakistan versus New Zealand match as well as for the WPL. So do subscribe to Sports Today.